सुप्रभातं सुस्वागतम्। सामरस्य श्लोक संग्रह। ज्ञान योगा, राजयोगा, भक्ति योगा, कर्म योगा, the four streams of yoga. There is a unity in this diversity. Whether you work with the intellect in Jnana Yoga or work with the willpower in Raja Yoga or work with the emotions in Bhakti Yoga or convert every action we do into yoga by Karma Yoga, there is a unity. All these lead to the same goal. That's essential for Indian culture. So, here when the differences are there, we are not torn apart. We celebrate differences. So, differences are the manifestation of the creative dimensions. But you have to know the underlying unity. If you don't understand, then you get confused. For example, when a foreign tourist travels in India, you find tremendous amount of diversity, bewildering diversity. Everything is different here. People are different, languages are different, dresses are different, and culture, cities, arts, dance, drama, music, everything is different. When you look at the streets, buildings, restaurants, food, temples, everything different. There is no single book like Bible, there is no single prophet like Christ and Muhammad, no single God. Naturally, a confusion occurs. How can this be? A country with a single culture. They fail to see this subtle underlying unity amidst all these diversities. We get lost in the diversities. We cannot see the underlying unity. Whereas we look at the West, essentially, it's so easy to understand. Everything is uniform. The same language, the same skin, buildings, cities, downtown residential areas, same McDonald's, same Pizza Huts, same super bazaars, same, you can get. And there is a single God, a single prophet, the same 10 commandments. And if you go to a church this Sunday, everywhere essentially the same. You go to the next, some other place, it will be continued, Sunday services. So everything is so uniform, so easy to understand, the man of the culture. So if you see one city like New York, you don't have to see all the different cities. Essentially they are all same modes. The residential area, the business area, educational area, all separate. So in a sense, uniformity is the Western model, and therefore it helped in mass production. That's the key to technology. Whereas diversity is the Indian model. Why should there be diversity? Here we understood, every person is different. In the process of growth, the sadhana that is needed is tailor-made to every individual to suit the individual. What is best for one may not be the best for another. For example, a person who is very, very rajasic, give them nice shavasana, very, very necessary. For a tamasic person, if you give the same shavasana, what is going to happen? You understand. So therefore, here, the individual sadhana is tailor-made to suit the individual structure. But there is an underlying unity. What is that underlying unity which binds all of us amidst this bewildering diversity that we see? That is what we call as God. Okay, if you don't like the word God, you may call it as reality, consciousness. And the entire subject matter comes under yoga and spiritual law. What is that unity? It is something like seeing gold in all golden ornament. It is something like seeing water in all waves in the ocean. It's seeing the same clay in all the varieties of clay pots that we have. That is the underlying unity which you have to see. What you see outside, what is inside. Civilization is what we have. Culture is what we are, inner and the outer. Our culture was a highly developed culture, but with large amount of varieties and varieties. Diversities are the manifestation of that creativity, and is called Sanatana Dharma. 3 types of societies have been depicted in Ramayana. Sri Lanka, highly developed civilization. All types of wonderful streets and complete conquest on site, technology, and large number of restaurants, varieties and varieties, fountains, gardens, beautiful flowers, and all types of fantastic defense things. The highest power, Brahmastra, Narayanastra, Pashpatastra, the biggest of the weapons available, the highest defense power. And Pushpaka Viman, what is its speciality? It can give one more space even when it's flying. If there are 100 people, there is one more space. If there are 1,000 people, there is one more space. It can expand by itself. That is the Pushpaka Viman. It can go at the speed of mind. Essentially. All such highest technology. Part of the culture is the lowest depth. Highly developed civilization, lowest level, drawn by anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. No? This is one society that is pictured, Sri Lanka. On the other side we have Kishkinda. But we have hardly the civilization is developed. No big houses, except some palaces. There were hardly houses, streets. All monkeys were sitting on the trees and others. But the culture highly developed. All devoted to the dharma. Great Hanuman, everybody so much devoted to the culture. Culture is the highest civilization in the world. Then we have the third, the Ayodhya, best on both. Civilization great and culture also great. When there is a conflict between the civilization and culture, the material prosperity and the dharma aspect of it, always dharma was adhered to. Sri Rama was to become the crown prince next day. But Mother Kaikeyi calls him and says, I got a boon from my Dasharatha and I am asking that boon to him. What is it? You have to go to the forest for 14 years. And my son Bharata has to be the crown king. Everybody thought it the highest injustice. They got mad. Kaikeyi. Sri Rama, don't do that. Don't hear her. We all want you, we all want you. But Lakshmana was so angry. Let Bharata and other people, I will even kill them. What did Rama say? Hey, don't be foolish. What is our dharma? Matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava. Whatever she says, whatever my father wants, is our dharma. Next morning he was to be the crown prince. He comes and says, hey, don't worry. I will go to the forest. I will obey your orders because you are my mother. And my father has given a word to you. And all the people, they came and said, no Rama, it's the highest injustice. We can't allow you to go. You have to be our crown prince. Tomorrow we have to make you the prince. So if there was democracy, there were 99.99 votes for Sri Rama. But what did he say? No. Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava. Dharma is most important. And you just find. So when there is a conflict between the dharma and the civilization and culture, always the dharma reigns. So this is the essential dimension. So in our country, dharma was given the highest prominence. And what is that dharma? The ancient science. That's contained in yoga, spirituality. This forms the basis of our Sanatana Dharma, the ancient science, we can say. It enumerated the laws of creation. Dharma sets the laws of the whole creation, just like modern science. What is that law? Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. The entire creation is governed by the trifold law. Everything is born, everything is sustained, everything dies. Even the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, the creator, sustenance and the destroyer, they also have their lifespan. This is the trifold law of creation. The law of creation of the ever-changing creation. And beyond that is unchanging reality. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, creation, sustenance and destruction are the names of this Trinity. Then is there something does not change? Yes, that's our original state. That's called Brahman, pure consciousness. That is beyond the Trinity. Brahma and Brahma are the two words in Sanskrit. Brahma Dirgha is the creator. Brahman or Brahma is ultimate reality, unchanging reality. So we have the ever-changing manifestation of that unchanging reality. So what is the goal of our life? We are all in this creation world. We have to go back to our original source. And that is the goal of life. This goal of life is built in all of us. What is that goal? Infinite bliss, infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite freedom. And this has been built into us. How do you know? Everyone more and more happiness, bliss. Every one of us wants more and more knowledge, more and more knowledge, more and more knowledge. And we want more and more power. And quest for freedom from all miseries. This has been built into us. These are the four dimensions of the goal. This has been brought out in Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter. It's called Yoga Shastra. Every chapter is a yoga. Even the melancholy of Arjuna is a yoga. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Why? Because it is the Vishada, it is the melancholy of Arjuna, it made him rise to the greater height of understanding. Dukkha or Vishada, or misery in life, is meant to understand, to rise higher. Similarly, we have all the 18 chapters with different yogas, you could see. This is the Bhagavad Gita, in which both the knowledge and practice have been embedded. So not only you must understand, you must practice it. So it enumerates the four streams of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. And all these lead to the same goal. That the unity in diversity. Jnana Yoga is the path of intellect, Raj Yoga is the path of willpower, Bhakti Yoga is the path of emotions, and Karma Yoga is the yoga of action. And all these lead to the same goal. What is that called? Moksha. What is that moksha? Absolute freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from all our tensions, stresses, miseries, diseases. It's a state of perfection. Infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite freedom. That is moksha. All path to the same goal. We not only find there is a unity in diversity, in terms of the goal, there is unity in diversity in all the different paths. Whether you take Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, as you move forward, there are common features. So, from Bhagavad Gita, we chose 18 verses for each of these things and show the unity in diversity. For example, Jnana Yoga Shlok Sangra. So they have been divided into 8 phases. And Raja Yoga also divided into 8 phases. The path of willpower. Then the Bhakti Yoga, the path of emotions, again 8 phases. Arrangement of the 18 verses. And the secret of action, Karma Yoga, again 8 phases. 18 verses, 8 phases. And the same type of schematic. In Jnana Yoga, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Jnana, leading to Jivan Mukti, and to the higher stages of Jnana Yoga, leading ultimately to Moksha. Whereas in the path of willpower, the Raj Yoga, you have the Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Samadhi is not the end. After that we have the highest stages of Raj Yoga, leading ultimately to Kaivalya. And in the path of Bhakti, Asuri Sampat and Daivi Sampat. You all have the positive and the negative things, the virtues and the vices. And from there you rise by Prema Bhava, by the Bhakti, Sakshatkara, Savana Sakshatkara. Then you go to the Nirguna Sakshatkara. And various advanced stages of Bhakti Yoga ultimately leading to the Moksha. All pass me to the same goal. Similarly in Karma Yoga, you recognize the 3 gunas, tamas, rajas and sattva, and you go beyond the gunas, because all the gunas are still the bondages. And ultimately goal again is moksha, ultimate merger. So, this is how all the 4 streams, 18 verses have been set into a pattern. And so also the unity in diversity that we are finding here. So here also, the initial phase, the middle, the goal, ultimately reaching the same goal. So let us contemplate on these thoughts. Eyes closed, sit straight. Relax all parts of the body, from toes to head. Beautiful smile on the face. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Now look at the thoughts. Thoughts come and go, come and go. Recognize the gap between the 2 thoughts. The thought comes up, stays, and then vanishes. Before the next thought, there is a gap, silence. Thought, silence. Thought, silence. Soon we realize that silence has been all the time, in which the thoughts come and go, like waves in an ocean. Silence everywhere. This is called Chitta Akasha, the sky of mind. That Chitta Akasha is a state of peace, tranquility, calmness. And as you go deeper, it's also the state of bliss, ananda, abode of all knowledge, power and freedom, Anandamaya Kosha. It is from that all-pervasive you silence, the whole creation emerges. Our thoughts arise, intellect, mind, emotions, the whole body emerges out of that. That's our Karana Sharira, Anandamaya Kosha. Tuning to that Anandamaya Kosha, let us live a life full of Ananda, bliss, spreading the fragrance of that love and bliss to everyone through acts of good service. Something you must give. Money, clothes, food. Can't give any of these things, doesn't matter. A leaf, a flower, a fruit, a cup of water. Giving ennobles us and raises us to higher and higher heights. That's the manifestation of reality into life. That is yoga. Come to Namaskar Mudra.